Um, my influences in music and how I discovered my passion. I think I always had this passion for music. It started with like when I was 9 years old. I started to play guitar and singing in school. Um, I didn't know it's gonna be that big part of my life yet when I did it, but like I just fell in love with it, and I knew that I want to make songs, but I didn't know if it will be in Hebrew or in English, or what the genre will be. Um, I listened to many genres, and I didn't quite know what I'm gonna do uh, till I actually did one. And he like the first song decided how I'm gonna create my music.
So, what age were you when you were like, okay, I want this to be a career? Like, this is what I want to do full time. Like, there's nothing else for me apart from music.
Okay, so when I was like about 14, I started to produce music, but it was like EDM music, which I didn't listen to at the time, but I just wanted to create. Um, so I knew I want to make music someday. I didn't know like exactly what and how, but I worked on production and I worked on the singing practice, and like I started to make a good base for me to grow. I think that the moment I decided like that's it, I want to do music, it was like about 19. Till then I was writing song and like never released it, never actually created, just playing guitar and said like, let's pass it, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Till the age of 19, I made one song. I actually broke my thumb in a Krav Maga practice, if you know what it is.
Like martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I broke my thumb, and I was need to stay home with the, I don't know how it's called, like
a cast,
like a stick tied up to my thumb.
Yeah.
So I have like a few weeks at home, and I needed to like to occupy myself. And I was like, hey, I haven't tried music for so long. Like I nearly left it.
Yeah.
In this part of my life, I was so busy at work and doing stuff. And then I was like, okay, let's give it a try. Like, and I made this song playing this stick tied up to my thumb as a pick, and I created it, and was like, I was so satisfied. I knew I need to work and make this happen. I wanted it to be in English, and it's a kind of difficult in my country, like to get out. I'm not from the US or the UK, so I know it's going to be a lot of work, and I need to work like twice as hard if I want people to like to reach it.
I think so. We have to thank your injury. That has done it for you.
What?
We have to thank your injury. That's done it for you. It's made it for you.
For sure, bro.
So you've mentioned that you've kind of self-taught yourself. What was the kind of the most challenging thing to learn? Is it kind of production? Is it, you know, your vocals? Like what's the kind of most tough thing?
I think like the most difficult thing is like put this very far goal of like, I want to have a career and touring around the world in my music. So you need to like make it step by step, climbing stairs.
Yeah.
And I think like like over making the music and learning the mix, and I by the way, I edit my videos, and like I really do everything from creating to marketing and working on the accent, or like bunch of things that I need to learn. But I think the most difficult one was like fueling my motivation, like stay motivated all the time, because it seems like very far and very difficult, and there's so much artists out there, and like the percent of success is like really low. So it's like working hard. I think like that's the main thing that is difficult, and you need to like, even when you're like avoiding distractions and being like completely focused.
Yeah, I guess
there was time.
Sorry, I was just going to say, you must have like complete creative freedom, which must be quite nice.
Yeah, this one is kind of nice, but I must admit, in some parts you kind of like lost, because you don't know exactly what would what is like your best thing that you do? I create like many genres. I don't like to define my genre. If I need to say it's like indie pop, but like I got many influences for many genres. So basically, it's nice that someone pointing you out to telling you this song is really good. You should make more like this. And it might work better. But I think that I would have my entire life when I will sign in a label that people will tell me what to do. And now it's like my time to just create whatever pops in my head. And that's what's going on now.
Yeah, well, I think it's, you know, it's something to aspire to, you know, having the support of a label. And I think it must make you kind of more kind of hardworking as an artist to have to do it all yourself. You know, you don't have a team of people saying, we're doing a video today, we're doing a studio session today. You have to do it all yourself. So I'd imagine it's like, in terms of your artistic growth, it's a really good thing. But
yeah, this is
sorry.
Yeah, this kind of crazy, and I can say like it's extremely difficult. But you need to like be like efficient. Like you decide what you put your attention on, because you can't do everything the best that you can. So I know that I love producing. I think like I'm doing it good. I love the singing, and that's like mainly what I was focusing on these past few years. I felt like I want to do like, how would I say? I felt like I need a really good product. Like I really need to discover myself and like making very, very good music in order to be like noticed. That's what I was going for these last few years. I think this year would be like dedicated from like finding the right manager and the right people to push it. And I wasn't focusing until now. I haven't spent money on advertising or anything because I wanted to be like 100% sure that it's worth investing. And I knew it will take years. I could do it like 3 years earlier, but I thought like I need to be like 100% sure. It's gonna take time. We're doing a marathon here, not a sprint run. And that's how it is. But you need to like split the attention. Like for now, I'm focusing on like the marketing. I'm learning it now. And like earlier, I was like working on the production and then the singing. It's like every time it's a different thing, but you need to like treat them all at some point.
Lots of balancing.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, so it's Tel Aviv, you say. What is the music scene like there? Is it a kind of mix of English language music that's out there, or is it mostly Hebrew? Or can you tell me a little bit about
that? I think like it's mainly, I can say like it's mainly Hebrew, but like people listen to English music in here, but they mostly listen to like abroad music, not the local artists. The funny thing about Israel, it's like you need the success out there, and then they like remember, oh, this dude, he was here all along. Let's give him some support. But they didn't play me on the radio yet, and I already have like million views abroad, and like it's crazy, but I accepting it. And I know people start to listening and start to recognize me, and it's kind of fun. It's a really small place, so it's easier to do it in here. Like the top is not so far from the people, if you know what I'm saying. But in Hebrew it would happen like that. But in English it's gonna take some time, and I'm not focusing on it right now. The most important thing for me is like just reaching out to people wherever they are. Like my dream is making music. If people listens to it, it's like just a bonus.
Yeah, I think we're so lucky in this day and age where you can access artists from all around the world through Spotify, Apple Music. You can find music from anywhere. So in terms of you being discovered, you know, you'll see from like your own streaming stats and stuff that you've got a lot of listeners in Europe and the US, and that's amazing that you can do that from your home. So people will find you as well.
Yeah, definitely. I started it like I started working in a music shop like 2 years ago, and I worked there till like recently. And I literally like instead of the salary came out with instruments and studio gear. I started as like a home studio, like bedroom studio, and it's now it's a bedroom studio, but now it's like very invested, and I'm like really ready to open a new place. It took a lot of time, but it's ready now. And about like what you said on the thing that we can connect to each other, it's crazy. Like first you can collab with people all over the world. I don't need to meet them like and working together. We can just send each other sketches and we build song. Like my most viewed songs, the most streams happen that way, and it's super fun. We do the Zoom meetings and just working on the music, and each one brings his talent in and his influences, which is completely different because we're different places in the world. But that's what we do.
So have you had the opportunities to do any live gigs recently?
Actually, no, but I think I might just start now.
Yeah. And what is the kind of the live music scene like? Are there lots of kind of venues that you could perform, you know, in Tel Aviv?
But I don't understand what you said.
Are there a lot of kind of live music venues? So like areas where you could play, like kind of bars and sort of concert venues?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of things in here, and you can do lives. They're like very supportive people, and the people in Israel are fucking awesome. I really want it to be the way I want to. I want to be prepared, and that's basically what I do, like in everything. But like I think I'm gonna do it soon. I just wanted to release my album first. There was a couple things that I wanted to do before, but now I think I'm ready, and I want to do it. And there's like plenty of places to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
and do you experience nerves, or do you think you'll experience nerves when it comes to that sort of thing, or do you think it's just kind of like inside you, you'll get on stage and go for it?
What do you mean?
Do you experience a lot of nerves when it comes to music? So are you kind of nervous about performing?
Yeah, maybe, but like not entirely. Like it's not like I'm ashamed or something. Like I can perform, but I wouldn't say it's nerves as much as it's like I just want it to be as I imagine, and it's never gonna be that way. I'm understanding it, but like that's how it is. I'm not experiencing much stress lately. I'm feeling kind of confident and good, and like I'm just want to enjoy the process.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm feeling at the moment. I used to experience a lot of stress. I was like, there was a lot of big things on the table that was supposed to happen and did not happen, and it was like this entire mess around it. But like now it's like it's just didn't happen, and I was like, maybe it wasn't it. Like maybe I should work a little harder, create something, and like go on with it my own pace, and no need to rush anything.
So kind of thinking of yourself as an artist, how would you describe yourself as an artist? I'm gonna be cruel. I'm gonna say choose 3 words to describe yourself as an artist.
I would say as an artist, I would say like a producer, because that's a huge part of my music. I don't know how it would sound if someone else produced me. I would say extremely independent and motivating, I guess, because I really started from nothing. My family has no relations with music. It just happened for me, and I decided that I have this dream. I'm starting point A, like the dream is at point B, and I need to start climbing. It means like money and learning, and like learning English in a satisfied like level that I can actually make it come true, the producing and everything. Like, I think that's I would like to give people like the hope they can do everything they want. They just need to work hard enough and understand it's going to take a lot of time, but you don't need to like you don't need to like be a genius or learning in an academy or anything. You can just open the YouTube, start learning, and if you like if you're dedicating enough, it will happen for you as well.
So you mentioned your family and how they didn't come from like a music background. Do you play music for your family and kind of get their opinion, or do you kind of keep it to yourself, or kind of friends?
That changed during the years, I would say. My family was always supportive music wise, but I don't use their opinions at everything. Like in the very specific things, I know that like they mean good, they want to do good, but and they give you critics. But I like to like be selective with the one I ask for their opinion over my music.
Yeah.
Because I think like there's like million people all over the world like surrounding us, and each one has an opinion. And like if I will listen to everyone, I wouldn't make my music. So like I like to like pick like a few people that I trust, that are successful, and like use their advices when it comes to music. And my family, I just like bringing them the final product, like when it's ready, like here's the song, enjoy. And
I think that's a nice approach.
They always like it. They're always like it.
Yeah. In terms of, you've kind of spoken about, going from point A to point B. You've managed to build up a really sort of good, substantial Spotify sort of monthly listeners. How long has that process taken? Is it been kind of over the years, or did you find it kind of happened quite quickly when you released a certain song?
Yeah, it's like it happens slowly. I can't say like it's like snap and it happens. It might happen for you. It didn't. Let's say after the You Should Know release, it was like completely crazy. People all over the world are listening, and it's like it's really grew up my listeners. But in order to make a song like that, you need to make like 20 songs which aren't going to be successful. So I wouldn't say like you make a hit and snap, it happens for you and it's like winning the lottery. There is no lottery, it's just hard work. And it might happen to you at the like after 20 songs, it might happen after 1,000 songs. I understand in it. Like, I don't think like it's over now. I have like a lot of music ahead, and I'm working now on like greater stuff. And about the views, like when you create it, they just want to make a lot of music. People know they can come back and they're always going to be a new song till one of them like gaining a lot of views, and then the others start to grow as well. So it's like a domino.
Yeah, I guess it's good to have a lot of material out there, so when tracks do start to get popular, people look back. And I know I certainly did that when I kind of heard your album. I then went back and listened to a lot of the singles. I love that you've released an album, because I think, in the days of streaming, people are very kind of, it's a much more singles based, like it's like here's a song, here's a song, here's a song. And I love the fact that you've released an album that's kind of, 8 or so tracks that are all kind of connected by a theme. Was it a kind of conscious decision for you to release an album, or did it just kind of have a sort of group of tracks that all kind of fitted together? What was the kind of thinking behind that?
I think it was like, to be honest, it was like I made a bunch of singles during the last 2 years, and like I learned a lot making them, and when I'm like now, I feel like my level of production of making music, it's much higher than like the album that I released now, because it's music that I used to make. But I felt like these whole tracks are like part of my ways. It's like a huge part of my way. and it can show my progress. I didn't mean to like release the album, and I know it ain't gonna blow up like massively, because it's an album, and like the attention is split in between like 8 songs. But it was like more for the soul, more for like for me. I wanted to have an album that shows my way. I called it like with my name. I felt like it's the most right thing to do, and I know that like the next music will blow up, and people will want to listen to this first album, which was like completely rare. And like I can say they're all even. The songs like it's not even songs, they are better than others, and like in mix mastering kind of things. It's like a little raw. It's not completely professional, but I like it this way. And I decided, like, instead of like shredding it and say like, no, now I'm better and I want to do new music, I was like, yeah, people should hear it. Like they should see the progress. They should see how it become what it is. Because as I said before, like I wanted to show progress. I want to motivate people to see like you weren't born a singer. Like I used to sing in my room, and my mom used to burst into my room telling me to shut up because I'm singing bad. She was right though. I was singing bad, but I could just say like, I'm a bad singer. Maybe I should stop. I'm not produced that good. Maybe I should stop. But it was like, no, I'm not singing good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna practice so hard that I'm gonna sing like so well. And if it's the production, all right. So I'm just gonna learn every day for the next, like, I don't know, like 5 years, until I was recently go to an academy. I wanted to learn production. They told me like, bro, you got nothing to do in here. Like just keep making music.
Yeah,
we don't got enough to teach you. So I don't think like, and it's crazy for me because I was like, I wasn't came from a house with a lot of money. So I decided like, yeah, I'm going to do it myself. I'm just going to learn. I'm good at learning. So I'm just going to do it. There is everything in the internet today. So it's just depending on you. So how much you're willing to sit on your ass and learn.
Yeah,
and I did this for sure. And now I got like friends learning in academies, and I feel like the progress they're making are actually slower than me or people who works like outside of academic education. Just like life experience, making a lot of music. I think like it's the best way to discover yourself, your sides, your story, and what you want to do mainly. Because I understood like what Hadar Sopher means like after like 10 songs. I needed 10 songs to understand like the entire like, what the hell and am I making? How is it sounds? And now I feel like I feel confident to make any genre, and I know it's gonna be HASO.
Yeah,
that's what I'm feeling now.
I think that it's such a good message that, you know, I think people in all types of industries, you know, we're so good at kind of talking about things and, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, you know, next year. I'm going to just do it. Honestly, there's so much out there with the internet, like you say, YouTube. You can just get started. It is as simple as that. Teach yourself.
For sure.
Thinking of the future for you musically, can you tell me about any new music that's going to be coming out anytime soon?
I think there will be music that coming soon. I know there's a single coming out like I think about next month. It's a release that I made with Artist Original label, and it's gonna be great. I'm really waiting for it. There's gonna be a music video that's coming out soon. And this year, I think I'm gonna make like an EP. I'm not sure they're gonna make an album, but every song in the EP is gonna be like a higher level than what I made from now. And I know it's gonna like be higher than the expectations. I'm really thrilled to see how the people respond to it. I already started working on it. It's like in the working process right now, but it's gonna be awesome. And I hope that it would be some collabs.
Yeah, sounds exciting. Is there anything else you want to share, or you know, want to say to anyone that's watching?
Jeez, I don't know, but I think like it's really cool that I got this opportunity to have like this interview in the UK. I really want to get to the UK. I love UK, by the way. I have friends in Birmingham. Like, I think it's a great place of music. I grew up on Coldplay, and I think like I just wanted to say to the people that I'm living far, and I don't know how much you enjoy the music. So feel free to write me, to tell me. It's like super interesting for me to hear the opinions of people, especially from the UK, like they speak English. And I used to feel really unconfident with the fact that I'm not from UK or US. And now I see it as an advantage as a singer. Like it's a little different, and people usually likes to listen to it. And that's it. I just want to say like thank you. And if someone wants to write me, just write me. I'm gonna answer. I'm like love to communicate with the fans, and that's it. Andrew, thank you.
Amazing. Well, it was so good to talk to you, and I can tell how passionate and motivated you are, and amazing things will come your way. It's clear.